Okay. And then when this first son that was born, um, they never knew what his trouble was. Of course, that was 1916, and uh, the thought was that maybe polio hit him. You want me to keep on?
Yeah.
My mother said that uh, possibly polio that they knew anything about, but she said he was born perfectly normal, and about 15 months, whatever this was happened, and he grew in length, but he never put an ounce of flesh on him, and he never learned to walk, he never learned to talk. And then, see, every 2 years here came another baby. So now my mother had Lawrence and my brother Dick. Well, then I came along, Lawrence and Catherine. Oh, they called me Sis because Dick couldn't say Catherine. And then here came Fern. So Lawrence and Fern. She always had two babies, and I know she would pick him up out of the crib, and he almost outgrew the trip this way. And there was a rocking chair in that bedroom, and she would lift him up and put him in my lap to hold him while she made up the bed. And I can see her yet, no ready-made diapers, no baby food. So, and of course he had a hard time swallowing, and I can see her yet sitting there with an apple, and she would be scraping it to make it as fine as she could and feed him, and he did manage to swallow all right. And I can't remember about baby bottles, about that particular. Maybe he finally learned to drink from a cup or something. But that went on, and when he was about 11 years old, well, I suppose a lot from lying so much, he took pneumonia, and in that day the family doctor would come out, So my mother called him, and he came out to see Lawrence. And I can remember him saying, or them telling me anyway, he said, "If Lawrence is here in the morning, I'll be here." Well, Lawrence wasn't. He died then in about. And the funeral service was in our living room, and a very short service for him, and he was.
I'm sorry. Yum. Lemon baked fish.
Yes, and parsley potatoes.
And not the soup.
But small.
I'll tell them the smallest they can do.
Yeah, and so we had to look at it as a blessing, and the only times that I can remember my mother being out of the house for anything for herself, what she liked to go to PTA, and her Sunday school class met once a month for a social. So those 2 times she got out of the house, no matter who was there.